Thinking about taking a Viking cruise but not sure where to start? In this video, we'll give you a brief introduction to Viking and break down its three main cruise styles: river, ocean, and expedition, so you can get a clear picture of what makes each one unique and which might be the best fit for your next adventure. This stunning photo was taken along the North Sea Canal in Amsterdam and beautifully captures what Viking is all about. You can spot the Viking ocean ship Venus, the expedition ship Polaris, and one of Viking's iconic river longships Manny, all in one frame. Together, they represent Viking's three core offerings: ocean, expedition, and river cruising. According to Viking's 2024 IPO prospectus and 2025 official press releases, the company held a 26% share of the luxury ocean cruise market among North American travelers. Its fleet includes 10 ocean ships, with 9 more expected to be delivered by 2030. In the Antarctic expedition segment, Viking held a 12% market share for North American travelers. The company operates 2 purpose-built expedition ships, sailing to destinations such as Antarctica and the Great Lakes. For international river cruising, Viking held a 51% share of the river cruise market for North American travelers going abroad. It operates a fleet of 84 river vessels, with 25 more on order through 2028. In the Mississippi River cruise market, Viking held a 20% share for North American travelers cruising domestically. The company operates one ship, the Viking Mississippi, offering U.S.-based cultural itineraries along the Mississippi River. It is the only travel company to be ranked number 1 across river, ocean, and expedition cruising by Condé Nast Traveler, a historic achievement earned in both 2023 and 2024. Now let's talk a little about Viking's ownership. Viking completed its initial public offering on May 1, 2024, with its shares listed on the New York Stock Exchange. According to Viking's 2024 IPO prospectus, the company remains firmly under the control of the Hagen family, who hold a 52.5% economic stake and 87% of the voting power. This structure enables Viking to maintain continuity in leadership and stay aligned with the founding vision. In addition to the Hagen family, Viking's largest institutional shareholders include the Canada Pension Plan Investment Board and Texas Pacific Group, each holding a 17.5% economic stake. The remaining 12.5% of the company's shares were acquired by public shareholders through the IPO. This ownership model combines the long-term vision and control of the founding family with the strategic partnership of major institutional investors. It provides a strong foundation for both governance stability and future growth. Viking's brand is rooted in a clear vision from Chairman Mr. Hagen to offer travel that's destination-focused and culturally enriching, designed for what he calls the thinking person. As a small ship cruise line, Viking brings guests closer to their destinations, both physically and culturally. Its cruises are designed for curious travelers who value history, art, and meaningful experiences over traditional cruise entertainment. On board, passengers can attend expert-led talks by historians, scientists, and cultural specialists, and take part in immersive shore excursions, many offering special access not commonly available to the public. The culinary program reflects the regions visited, while Scandinavian design and heritage are present throughout the ships. Viking knows that not every cruise line is for everyone, and that's entirely by design. As Chairman Mr. Hagen puts it, Viking creates experiences for the thinking person and doesn't try to be all things to all people. This focused approach is embodied in Viking's "What Viking is Not" philosophy, which highlights features they intentionally exclude, such as casinos, children under 18, and formal nights. These aren't limitations, they're purposeful choices that create a calm, culturally rich experience for travelers who value depth, comfort, and meaningful connection. While Viking provides nearly everything you need to sail the world comfortably, it's not marketed as all-inclusive, and there's a reason for that. Its pricing model includes core amenities while leaving additional experiences optional, allowing guests to pay for what they value most. Guests are not paying for someone else's cocktails. If more is desired, there is the option to add the Silver Spirits beverage package. The same logic applies to excursions. Instead of building the cost of every possible tour into the base fare, Viking includes a complimentary shore excursion in every port. Additional, more in-depth tours are available, but only if selected. Gratuities are also handled thoughtfully. For North American guests, gratuities are not included in the initial cruise fare. Instead, a discretionary service charge, calculated based on a suggested daily rate, is added to your onboard account. If you're not satisfied with the service, you can adjust them from the final invoice. In other regions, like the UK or Australia, gratuities may be included upfront to align with local customs. This pricing strategy provides guests with control, clarity, and real value. Now that we've covered some background on Viking, let's take a closer look at each of its cruise categories. This photo was taken along the Middle Rhine River in Germany, featuring Marksburg Castle near the town of Braubach, with a Viking River cruise longship sailing below. Here's a look at one of Viking's iconic longships, the foundation of its European river cruise fleet. Each longship features 95 staterooms and accommodates up to 190 guests, offering an intimate and spacious onboard environment. There are two dining venues, the main restaurant and the Aquavit Terrace, a signature indoor-outdoor space located at the front of the ship. The distinctive square bow design makes this possible, allowing guests to enjoy alfresco dining with river views. To maintain efficiency and reduce operating costs, most longships do not include facilities such as swimming pools, gyms, or spas. This minimalist approach also contributes to a more economical price point per guest. Powered by diesel-electric engines, the ships operate more quietly and with reduced vibration, contributing to a smooth and comfortable sailing experience. While longships make up the majority of the European river fleet, Viking also operates custom-designed river ships in other parts of the world, including smaller vessels on the Douro in Portugal, the Nile in Egypt, and the Mekong in Southeast Asia. A larger purpose-built ship also sails the Mississippi River in the United States. Viking longships offer a range of stateroom options to suit different guest preferences. The standard Riverview cabins include a window at water level and are ideal for guests seeking comfort and value. French balcony cabins feature a floor-to-ceiling sliding glass door, allowing for fresh air and unobstructed views. Veranda cabins include a full step-out balcony, offering guests a private outdoor space. For those looking for additional space and amenities, Viking suites combine a French balcony in the bedroom with a full veranda off the separate living area. The ship's design reflects Viking's signature Scandinavian style, understated luxury with clean lines and natural materials. Personally, I really enjoy this aesthetic. It feels warm, inviting, and thoughtfully simple, and it's also easy to maintain and keep spotless. The dining venues are open and filled with natural light, offering panoramic views so guests can enjoy the passing scenery and stay connected to what's happening on land. The public spaces on board are also open and bright, with a design that emphasizes flow and continuity. Rather than feeling like separate, enclosed areas, the spaces connect seamlessly, creating a sense of openness throughout the ship. Viking River Cruises offers a wide range of itineraries across several continents, giving travelers the chance to explore some of the world's most iconic rivers. Here are a few sample itineraries that showcase the diversity of destinations you can explore on a river cruise. In the heart of Western Europe, the Rhine Getaway is one of its most popular itineraries. This 8-day journey takes you from Amsterdam to Basel, showcasing castles, vineyards, and storybook towns along the legendary Rhine River. On the Iberian Peninsula, the Portugal's River of Gold offers a stunning 10-day journey along the Douro River. From Lisbon to Porto, you'll discover terraced vineyards, historic towns, and the rich cultural traditions of Portugal. In southeastern Europe, the Passage to Eastern Europe offers an 11-day journey along the lower Danube. From Budapest to Bucharest, you'll explore historic cities and cultural landmarks across Hungary, Croatia, Serbia, Bulgaria, and Romania. In the American South, the Mississippi Delta Explorer takes you on a fascinating 8-day journey between Memphis and New Orleans. Along the way, you'll explore the rich cultural heritage, music, and cuisine of the lower Mississippi. In Egypt, the Pharaohs and Pyramids is a 12-day journey that combines a Nile River cruise with unforgettable land tours. From Cairo to Luxor and Aswan, you'll explore ancient temples, royal tombs, and the iconic pyramids of Giza. In Southeast Asia, the magnificent Mekong takes you on a 15-day journey through Vietnam and Cambodia. From Hanoi to Ho Chi Minh City, you'll explore floating villages, ancient temples, and the vibrant culture along the Mekong River. I've put together 8 aspects of why Viking stands out based on my own personal experiences. First, cultural immersion and privileged access. On my passage to Eastern Europe cruise, one of the most meaningful moments was visiting a local family in northern Croatia. Seeing their way of life and hearing how they rebuilt their home after the war was truly touching. It revealed the resilience of the people in a way no guidebook ever could. On my Grand European cruise, Viking's Privileged Access program took us to the very top of Cologne Cathedral. We ascended via the same elevator used by the restoration team, passed through hidden doors into the cathedral's rafters, and stepped out onto the roof for jaw-dropping views of the Gothic architecture and the Rhine River below. It was eye-opening in every sense. Second, prime docking locations. After Viking's acquisition of KD River Cruises in 2000, the company gained access to priority docking locations in some of Europe's most popular cities and towns. This means Viking ships often dock in central locations, just a short walk from the heart of the destination, giving guests more time to explore and less time in transit. Third, unpack once, then relax. A Viking longship functions like a moving hotel, complete with full onboard services, bringing guests from one destination to the next without the hassle of hotel hopping or transportation logistics. Instead of spending time getting to the destination, guests are already there. It's travel at its most relaxing. Fourth, intimate ship size. Meet like-minded friends. Viking longships offer a calm, open, and comfortable atmosphere, easy to navigate and naturally conducive to conversation. In the dining venues, while the Aquavit Terrace includes some 2-person tables, the majority of tables in the main restaurant accommodate 4 to 6 guests, or even more. I've personally found this to be one of the best ways to connect with like-minded travelers, sharing a meal, hearing their stories, and making new friends along the way. The rest of the public spaces are just as inviting. The lounge is a bright, open area, perfect for enjoying a performance, attending a lecture, or simply relaxing with a cocktail, alongside new or familiar faces. Fifth, no seasickness, no choppy waves. One of the underrated joys of river cruising is the stillness. Viking has been a pioneer in adopting diesel-electric propulsion systems, allowing for quieter and smoother operation. On my passage to Eastern Europe cruise, along the Danube, I captured a serene sunrise with the ship gliding so gently that you wouldn't know it was moving, except by watching the trees along the riverbank. No rocking, no seasickness, just peaceful sailing. Sixth, more ships, more itineraries, more flexibility. On my Treasures of the Rhine cruise, the water level was too high to dock in central Cologne, so the captain diverted to Viking's winter quarters at the port of Niel, just outside the city. I was struck by the scale of the operation. By 2028, Viking is expected to operate 109 river ships. This scale not only allows for more itineraries and departure options, it also provides the flexibility to respond to unexpected river conditions, such as high or low water. In some cases, guests can be seamlessly transferred to an identical ship on the other side of an unsailable section, minimizing disruption and keeping the journey on track. Seventh, a wide selection of pre- and post-cruise extensions. No matter which river itinerary you choose, Viking offers a variety of pre- and post-cruise extensions to further enrich the journey. These land-based experiences are more than simple add-ons. Personally, I sometimes book a pre-extension as a buffer against potential travel delays, such as missed connections or unexpected airline schedule changes, so I don't risk missing the start of the cruise. It also gives me time to adjust to the local time zone and recover from jet lag, allowing me to fully enjoy the daily activities on the cruise. At the end of the trip, post extensions provide a gentle transition back to everyday life, a more relaxed way to wind down rather than heading straight from the ship to the airport. Eighth, familiarity, consistency, and a sense of home. One of the most comforting aspects of Viking is the consistency, the familiar layout, decor, and service across their ships. It truly feels like boarding a second home. I remember a staff member from my Portugal's River of Gold cruise in 2018. When I saw her again in 2023, on my passage to Eastern Europe itinerary, she had grown into a confident and knowledgeable cruise director, ensuring every guest had a memorable experience. It was a heartwarming moment to witness someone's career growth within the Viking community. Now let's explore what Viking Ocean Cruises has to offer. This photo captures Viking Sky, sailing beside the Seven Sisters waterfall in Norway. The falls consist of 7 streams. Legend says they represent 7 sisters, playfully dancing down the mountainside. It's a breathtaking moment where nature and ship meet in perfect harmony. Viking Ocean ships are nearly identical in design, each one purpose-built for the small ship category. Ships delivered before 2024 accommodate up to 930 guests, while vessels delivered from 2024 onward have been constructed slightly longer and wider to comply with updated maritime safety regulations. These newer ships carry up to 998 passengers, still well within the small ship range, striking the ideal balance between intimacy and stability at sea. Below the waterline, Viking Ocean ships are built with sustainability and efficiency in mind. Their streamlined hulls, optimized propellers, and advanced rudder systems reduce drag and improve fuel efficiency, minimizing environmental impact. The engines feature integrated heat recovery systems, placing the ships among the most energy efficient in their class. Above the waterline, that same commitment to responsible travel continues. Viking was the first cruise line to introduce new-build ships equipped with a closed-loop exhaust cleaning system. This advanced technology removes pollutants from emissions and disposes of them safely, contributing to cleaner air and oceans. Every stateroom on board features a private veranda. There are no inside cabins, ensuring that every guest enjoys fresh air, natural light, and sweeping ocean views. From elegant Scandinavian design to forward-thinking environmental practices, these ships prove that it's possible to explore the world in comfort, beauty, and with a deep respect for the planet. Viking Ocean ships offer a range of thoughtfully designed staterooms to suit different travel styles and preferences. The veranda staterooms provide ample space for 2 guests, complete with a private balcony, comfortable seating, and generous storage, perfect for most travelers seeking comfort and elegance. For those who desire extra space and upgraded amenities, the suites offer separate living areas, and some even include dining spaces, ideal for longer voyages or special occasions. At the pinnacle of the accommodation offerings is the owner's suite, a one-of-a-kind residence at sea. It features a private library, a curated wine collection, a personal sauna, and even a boardroom. Inside each stateroom, natural textures and warm tones create a serene and welcoming environment. Every stateroom includes floor-to-ceiling sliding glass doors that open onto a full-size private veranda, offering fresh air and sweeping views. Guests enjoy a king-size bed, which can be reconfigured into twin beds if desired, as well as a spacious bathroom featuring an anti-fog mirror and heated floors for added comfort. Additional in-room amenities include 110-volt and 220-volt outlets, USB ports, complimentary Wi-Fi, and 24-hour room service. Each stateroom is also cared for with twice daily housekeeping by a dedicated stateroom steward. On board, guests can enjoy multiple distinct dining venues, as well as afternoon tea, all at no additional charge. From the elegant main restaurant to intimate specialty venues, from buffet-style options to Norwegian favorites, and even casual poolside fare, there's something to suit every mood and taste. The specialty dining venues do require reservations, and in my experience, they're highly sought after, so it's a good idea to book your table as early as possible. Classic dishes are always available, and menus are designed to reflect regional flavors from your voyage. To complete the experience, beer, wine, and soft drinks are complimentary, with both lunch and dinner. My personal impression of the public areas is that they feel open but not empty, luxurious yet understated, and bright without being overwhelming. The spaces are thoughtfully designed to connect the ship with the surrounding nature and to link Viking's Nordic art and heritage with its guests in a meaningful way. There's a quiet confidence to the design, welcoming, warm, and deeply human. Viking's ocean ships sail across the globe, reaching every continent except the polar regions, which we'll explore later in the expeditions section. The map shown here is just one variation of Viking's world cruise itineraries, which span multiple continents and offer extended immersive journeys. That said, the majority of Viking's ocean itineraries focus on specific regions, offering deeper cultural insight and destination rich experiences. These include Scandinavia and the Baltic, North and South America, the Caribbean, a wide range of Mediterranean routes, and exotic destinations such as Asia and Australia. Here are a few sample itineraries that showcase the diversity of destinations you can explore on an ocean cruise. The iconic Western Mediterranean sails the sun-kissed coastlines of France's Riviera and Italy's timeless Tuscany on an 8-day journey. Discover the art, elegance, and history of Barcelona, Marseille, Monte Carlo, and the heart of the Renaissance in Florence and beyond. In Scandinavia and the Baltic, the Viking Homelands itinerary takes you on a 15-day voyage, where Viking history meets breathtaking fjords and vibrant cities. Enjoy overnights in Stockholm, Oslo, and Bergen, and uncover the charm of Tallinn, Gdansk, and Norway's stunning coastal gems. The British Isles Explorer takes you on a journey from north to south, featuring overnight stays in Bergen and Greenwich. Explore Scotland's wild landscapes, Ireland's vibrant cities, and England's rich maritime and cultural heritage. Alaska and the Inside Passage takes you deep into Alaska's untamed frontier, where Tlingit culture and gold rush history come alive in rugged coastal towns. Sail past misty fjords, towering glaciers, and lush forests as you experience the enduring spirit of the Wild West. Panama Canal in Central America sails through the Caribbean and along the coast of Central America, where ancient cultures, colonial charm, and natural wonders await. From Mayan ruins to lush rainforests and the iconic Panama Canal, experience the region's rich heritage and tropical beauty. Viking is one of the few cruise lines offering an extensive program in China. The Best of China is a 22-day, fully guided journey from Hong Kong to Beijing, showcasing the country's rich culture, history, and natural beauty. Explore iconic sites, including Lhasa in Tibet, the Potala Palace, Xi'an's Terracotta Warriors, and Beijing's Forbidden City, all while experiencing the depth and diversity of China. I've put together 8 aspects of why Viking stands out based on my own personal experiences. First, cultural immersion and privileged access. On my Viking Homelands journey, visiting Eidfjord in Norway, it reminded me that cultural immersion isn't always found in museums, cathedrals, or artifacts. Sometimes it's simply about standing still in a place that has shaped the people who call it home. Eidfjord offered a living cultural experience, one where I could feel, breathe, and walk through the roots of Norwegian identity. In Norway, nature isn't just a backdrop, it's deeply woven into daily life and the national spirit. The village's quiet, small-town atmosphere provided insight into authentic rural life. As part of the tour, I also visited the stunning Vøringfossen waterfall. More than just a breathtaking sight, it holds historical significance, shaping early travel routes and patterns of settlement in the region. Second, small ships. Explore ports big ships can't reach. On my visit to the beautiful city of Kotor, Montenegro, as part of Viking's Empires of the Mediterranean cruise, I experienced firsthand the advantage of sailing on a smaller ship. Kotor has a single pier located right next to its old town, which can only accommodate smaller vessels. Thanks to Viking Sky's size, we were able to dock directly beside the city center, just steps away from the medieval walls. It brought us closer not just geographically, but experientially. Third, enriching onboard activities. Viking offers a wide range of enriching onboard activities that elevate the travel experience. You can take a behind the scenes bridge tour to better understand the vital roles of the ship's officers, or join a galley tour to see firsthand how Vikings' cuisine is prepared. For art lovers, the ship itself is a floating gallery. You can explore hundreds of curated artworks throughout the ship with a self guided audio tour available on the Viking Voyager app. One highlight is the Bayou Tapestry inspired wall decor, where you can join a guided talk to learn about the history, symbolism, and its fascinating connection to Viking heritage. Music lovers can unwind in elegant spaces while live musicians perform classical pieces or enjoy full-scale musical and cultural performances in the Star Theater. But my personal favorite? The thought-provoking lectures by Viking's resident historians and expert guest speakers from various fields such as archaeology, science, politics, culture, gemology, and more. These talks are deeply engaging and help you connect with the places you're visiting on a whole new level. I've always believed that travel becomes most rewarding when you have some knowledge of the region, and Viking makes that effortless and inspiring. Fourth, ample space on board and low guest to crew ratio. I sometimes hear river cruise enthusiasts express hesitation about ocean cruising, usually because they fear it might feel crowded. In my experience, it's quite the opposite. Viking's ocean ships are intentionally designed with fewer staterooms than their physical capacity allows. They could easily accommodate several hundred more passengers, but Viking chooses not to, all to ensure there's ample space for every guest to relax and feel at ease. On every one of my many Viking Ocean sailings, I've never had trouble finding a quiet, comfortable spot, whether it's a cozy corner in the Explorer's Lounge, a sunlit nook in the Winter Garden, or a breezy seat on deck. The ships are filled with bright, beautiful spaces that invite you to unwind. And with a 2-to-1 guest-to-crew ratio, the experience feels not just smooth and well-supported, but also personal. It's not just about being served, it's about genuine warmth and connection. The crew isn't just professional, they're friendly, attentive, and truly caring. It's a comfort that stays with you long after you leave the ship. Fifth, no children under 18, no casinos, no formal nights. No children under 18 means a serene, grown-up atmosphere, perfect for reading, relaxing, attending a lecture, or simply enjoying the view. There's no splashing in the pool, no noisy dining rooms, just peaceful surroundings designed for unwinding. No casinos reflects Viking's focus on enrichment over entertainment. This is a destination-focused cruise line, offering a wide range of included and optional excursions, so you can fully engage with the people, history, and nature of each place you visit. No formal nights allows guests to dress comfortably and respectfully. No tuxedos or ball gowns required. The environment is elegant yet relaxed. Sixth, more ships, more itineraries, more flexibility. By 2030, Viking is projected to operate 19 ocean ships, marking a significant expansion of its fleet. With more ships, Viking can run voyages across multiple regions at the same time. Additionally, it can schedule multiple ships on the same itinerary, providing guests with more departure dates and greater flexibility on popular destinations. Seventh, wide selection of pre- and post-cruise extensions. In addition to the advantages already highlighted in the river cruise section, Viking's pre- and post-cruise extensions offer a stress-free experience. It handles every detail, including airport transfers, hotel stays, and guided tours. In major cultural capitals such as Rome, Barcelona, London, Sydney, and Tokyo, these extensions offer an ideal opportunity to slow down and connect more deeply with the destination. Eighth, familiarity, consistency, and a sense of home. As mentioned earlier, all Viking Ocean ships are virtually identical in size and design, which means there's no learning curve for returning guests. You'll feel at home the moment you step aboard. If you've experienced a Viking river cruise, you'll recognize the underlying design philosophy. However, Viking's ocean ships elevate the experience even further. They are more spacious, more sophisticated, and offer a broader range of amenities. The result is a refined yet welcoming atmosphere that blends familiarity with understated luxury. This consistency extends to the crew experience as well. All Viking crew members are trained to the same high standards, and on ocean voyages, they may be assigned or request to be assigned to different ships. As a result, it's not uncommon to see familiar faces from previous journeys. I've personally experienced this more than once, and it feels like a family reunion at sea, one of the many reasons I always look forward to sailing again. At last, let's turn to Viking expedition cruises, where exploration meets innovation. These side by side images, one taken in Antarctica, the other in Ontario's Welland Canal, capture the ship's extraordinary range. Purpose built for adventure, these expedition vessels are compact enough to reach remote destinations, slender enough to pass through narrow waterways, and engineered for speed, stability, and smooth handling even in the roughest seas. They are among the newest in the luxury expedition cruise sector, accommodating up to 378 guests and around 256 crew members. Below the waterline, they feature fin stabilizers to reduce rolling while sailing, and U-tank stabilizers that decrease rolling by up to 50% when stationary. A dynamic positioning system allows the ships to maintain position without anchoring, minimizing environmental impact and providing stability during small craft embarkation. All staterooms feature the innovative Nordic balcony, a floor-to-ceiling glass enclosure that allows guests to enjoy panoramic views in warmth and comfort. The junior suites provide additional space and elevated services, including priority check-in, complimentary dry cleaning and pressing, and expanded storage, making longer expeditions feel effortless. The Explorer Suites are generously sized two-room retreat with a separate living area, private veranda, and a dining space. At the pinnacle, the owner's suite offers unmatched luxury and function, a three-room layout with the largest indoor and outdoor space on board, including a private garden lounge with a traditional Scandinavian hot tub, ocean view sauna, boardroom, and a curated library and wine collection personally selected by Chairman Mr. Hagen. Stepping aboard a Viking expedition ship, you'll immediately notice the familiar elegance and smart functionality inspired by Viking's ocean fleet, refined and reimagined for exploration. Staterooms are bright and welcoming, with clean Scandinavian design and thoughtful touches like heated bathroom floors and built-in drying closets. A standout feature is the Nordic balcony, a sunroom-style space with floor-to-ceiling glass that transforms into a sheltered alfresco viewing area when the top of the panoramic glass is lowered. Dining aboard Viking's expedition ships mirrors the experience on their ocean vessels. Guests can enjoy familiar favorites like the restaurant, Manfredi's Italian, the casual World Cafe, Norwegian-inspired Mamsens, and the scenic Aquavit Terrace. The public areas are designed for discovery, featuring a panoramic auditorium, outdoor lounge with fire pits, a viewing platform with a sheltered area, an in-ship marina for protected launch and retrieval of expedition equipment, a dedicated science lab, Expedition Central for Learning and Planning, and scenic swimming pools. This map highlights a version of Viking's longitudinal expedition cruise, spanning from the far north of the Arctic to the southern extremes of Antarctica. While Viking offers this pole-to-pole journey, most expedition itineraries focus on specific regions, such as the polar areas, North America, and South America. Here are a few sample itineraries that showcase the range of destinations you can explore on a Viking expedition cruise. The Antarctic Explorer Cruise is a 13-day journey. Embark on the ultimate adventure to the Antarctic Peninsula, where breathtaking glaciers, pristine snow-covered landscapes, and colossal icebergs await. Each day offers unexpected wonders, with flexible itineraries designed to maximize wildlife encounters and embrace the dynamic spirit of the polar environment. Canada and East Coast Explorer is a 15-day itinerary. Sail along the U.S. Atlantic coast and explore cities rich in history and charm. Wander Charleston's colonial streets, visit Norfolk's vast naval base, and follow Nova Scotia's rugged shoreline. Experience Quebec's national parks and cruise the scenic St. Lawrence River, passing through locks and canals on a journey full of culture, nature, and unforgettable ports. Great Lakes Collection is a 15-day journey. Sail all 5 Great Lakes on a journey through vibrant cities, natural wonders, and rich ecosystems. Feel the power of Niagara Falls, explore Georgian Bay's granite islands, and navigate the famous Sioux Locks. From wild boreal forests to the shores of Lake Superior and Lake Michigan, it's nature at its best. I've put together 8 aspects of why Viking stands out. First, exclusive itineraries, less traveled destinations. In addition to its Antarctic and Arctic polar routes, Viking Expeditions offers access to lesser traveled destinations such as Svalbard, the Great Lakes, and Patagonia's glacier-carved fjords. Guests can explore remote settlements in Greenland, visit scientific research stations, or cruise through the Chilean fjords, a wild, windswept region few travelers ever reach. The Great Lakes Collection is a unique offering, with only a few luxury cruise lines providing itineraries that cover comprehensive voyages across all 5 Great Lakes. Second, enriching onboard activities. Guests can take part in activities that enhance their understanding of science and the natural world, such as helping scientists track migratory patterns, joining fieldwork excursions, or engaging with researchers in the onboard science lab. Lectures from experts offer deeper insight into the destinations visited, while the ship's library, curated by Haywood Hill, and the University of Cambridge's Scott Polar Research Institute, adds another layer of discovery. Third, luxurious comfort and design. Viking expedition ships bring the signature elegance of its ocean fleet to the world of expedition cruising. The Explorer's Lounge, with its floor-to-ceiling windows and warm Nordic ambiance, is the perfect place to unwind or enjoy a cocktail while sailing past glaciers and fjords. Guests can savor globally inspired cuisine across multiple dining venues, relax in the soothing waters of the Nordic Spa, take a dip in one of 3 temperature-controlled pools, and enjoy the ever-changing scenery all around. At day's end, retreat to your spacious stateroom, thoughtfully designed to maximize views, so you never miss a moment of the extraordinary. Fourth, scientific collaboration. Viking expedition voyages contribute to meaningful scientific research while exploring remote regions of the world. In partnership with institutions like the University of Cambridge and the Scott Polar Research Institute, scientists conduct fieldwork on board and join voyages to share their expertise with guests. Through collaboration with the Cornell Lab of Ornithology, ornithologists regularly sail with Viking, field testing new observation methods and engaging with guests. Viking also partners with the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration and the Great Lakes Environmental Research Laboratory to support innovative research on the dynamic ecosystems of the Great Lakes and surrounding coastal regions. Fifth, purpose-built expedition ships. In addition to the onboard amenities already mentioned, the expedition ships are equipped with a variety of specialized gear for guided landings and exploration. Polar-tested 2-seater kayaks are stable, easy to operate, and feature pedal-driven underwater fins, leaving guests hands-free for cameras or binoculars. Zodiac boats are rugged yet comfortable, designed for harsh environments and powered by fuel-efficient engines. Special operations boats, 12-seater, ice-strengthened aluminum vessels, are military-grade and can convert from open seating to an enclosed cabin for versatility in all conditions. And for a truly rare perspective, Viking submarines carry up to 6 guests and a pilot, offering rotating seats and 270-degree spherical windows for an unforgettable undersea experience, diving as deep as 1,000 feet. Sixth, sustainability commitment. The expedition ships are designed with sustainability at their core. Their fuel-efficient design exceeds energy efficiency design index requirements by nearly 38%. A zero-emissions waste treatment system and dynamic positioning technology help minimize environmental impact, preventing damage to sensitive seafloors. Bird-safe lighting modes reduce light pollution and deter birds from becoming disoriented by onboard lights. Continuous oceanographic monitoring provides valuable data to scientific partners, while weather balloons launched from the ship support research by the U.S. National Weather Service. Seventh, Expert Expedition Team. Viking's senior expedition leadership team brings an average of 30 years of polar experience per person. The expedition team averages 18 years of hands-on experience in polar exploration. Guests are guided by some of the most qualified professionals in the industry on every voyage. This expertise is essential, as expedition cruising often involves unpredictable conditions and flexible itineraries. A safe, enriching experience relies heavily on the team's deep knowledge and ability to adapt in real time. Eighth, familiarity, consistency, and a sense of home. With a guest-to-crew ratio of just 1.5 to 1, Viking delivers personalized service and attention to detail throughout each voyage. Crew members from Viking's ocean fleet can transfer to expedition ships, adding a sense of familiarity for returning guests. The design mirrors the ocean fleet as well. Guests will recognize familiar lounges, restaurants, and the signature Scandinavian aesthetic, creating a sense of home even in the most remote corners of the world. We've now explored the many ways Viking connects travelers to the world, by river, by ocean, and by expedition. I encountered Viking Polaris in January 2023 as the expedition ship set sail from Ushuaia, the southernmost city in the world, and began its journey through the Beagle Channel toward the open waters of the Antarctic Peninsula. Watching it glide past the last traces of civilization, I was reminded that travel is more than just visual stimulation. It awakens curiosity, expands perspective, and quietly nurtures the soul. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Feel free to reach out if you have any questions about Viking or travel planning.